Hey guys, Ryan here. So, today I have some very sad news. The creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super has sadly passed away. And man, that's super heartbreaking to hear. And I owe a lot to Akira Toriyama, for sure. Dragon Ball Z was the series that got me into the world of manga and anime, and I've been a fan ever since I was like 4 or 5. Right, I would get the action figures, I'd buy the DVDs, and I've been a fan my whole life of Dragon Ball. I did want to talk about Dragon Ball and what I thought about the whole series. I have the Viz Big editions, which are really cool, and I really hope that we get Viz Big editions for Dragon Ball Super. That would be amazing, to get the whole story of Goku. It's really sad that Toriyama's not going to see Goku's story through till the end, but he told what he could while he was here, and that's what's important. All right, so we have Goku here, a lovable main character, and yeah, the art style for Dragon Ball is fantastic. Has great characters, great action, and a bunch of lovable characters, a really cool world with an interesting premise, with, you know, getting the 7 Dragon Balls and granting some wishes from Shenlong. And yeah, like with the powers where like their hair turns different colors, that's really unique and interesting to me. And Dragon Ball Superhero is my favorite Dragon Ball movie. And yeah, so that's volume 1, which starts off Goku's story where he meets Bulma, Master Roshi, Yamcha, all these great characters. So yeah, it's volume 1. All right, next up we got is Viz Big 2, and these are 3-in-1s. And I love reading manga big. Like, you can really see the action lines and just the sense of style and the wonder of Dragon Ball and its world. It's fantastic. And I definitely want to do a reread and read through the Viz Big editions. I read through the smaller volumes, the regular edition volumes, that is. But yeah, so the first 5 of these Viz Bigs tells the whole story of Dragon Ball, and there's like many tournaments. We meet Krillin. There's like the Red Ribbon Army. I had this game growing up as a kid called Dragon Ball Origins on the Nintendo DS. The graphics were amazing, and yeah, it just told this story really well through a video game. And there's been tons of video games, tons of movies, you know, TV shows and whatnot, and there's just a whole lot of Dragon Ball to enjoy and be a fan of. So yeah, yeah, the fights and the art style and everything is just so good. So much fun to look at. Whether you're reading the manga, watching an anime, playing a video game of Dragon Ball, it's all so amazing. Next up we got is volume 4 with Krillin and Goku. And yeah, I'm really hoping we get some Viz Big, like I said, for Dragon Ball Super. I actually met the voice actor who plays Goku years ago. And that was a fun time for sure. He signed my magazine, my Shonen Jump magazine, that is. So we have the last volume, which is a 4-in-1 actually, so it's a very thick volume. But yeah, it's just fantastic. We have Chi-Chi and Goku getting married. That's wonderful. All right, so here is the Viz Bigs all together. I think I said it, I thought it made a connected image, but it doesn't. But the regular volumes do make a connected image on the spines. But there's a ton of Goku here. I love Goku. He's such an amazing character that was so well drawn and written, and Goku's just a really good guy, and he fights hard and believes in people and stuff, and yeah, so Dragon Ball is great. It's where it all started. Next up, we have Dragon Ball Z. There's so many great sagas, there's so many great movies you can watch with Dragon Ball Z and on. Yeah, Raditz, Goku's brother, who steals his son Gohan. Gohan is one of my favorite characters. I love Piccolo, Vegeta, Bulma. There's so many great characters to choose from. There's so many great characters to choose from. So we got Volume 2 here with Goku doing a Kamehameha. I think the powers in Dragon Ball is really unique and fun and interesting with the change of their hair color and their appearance when they power up with the Super Saiyan abilities. And we have Frieza, a menacing foe. And there's like colored editions of Dragon Ball, but I just love looking at the art, and it really brings you in and has such a fun sense of adventure. All right, next up we have Volume 3 with Goku again. That's really cool. Love the Super Saiyan or whatnot. My favorite part of Dragon Ball Z is definitely the Cell Saga, which is a lot of people's favorite. But you really can't go wrong with any of the arcs. Whether it's the Frieza Saga, the Buu Saga, the Cell Saga, the Android Saga. It just has a really interesting story, and like Cell, the villain, really knows the heroes, which makes him that much more of a menacing villain. So yeah, I think that Cell is a great villain, and yeah, that really shows. And yeah, it's over Frieza. It's so cool. And yeah, the fights are just so much fun to watch and really entertaining. And when I reread through this, I'll make a video on my thoughts. But yeah, I have Dragon Ball figures that I had when I was a kid, right? I still have them to this day. All right, so I brought out my old Dragon Ball Z action figures. So yeah, I've had these for a very long time. I'm always gonna keep them, and they mean so much to me. And Dragon Ball just means the world to me. And yeah, so we have Gohan, who rides like a motorcycle. That's why his hands are like that. We have Majin Buu, which actually is like stretchy. I remember a kid when I was in preschool like had the same figure, but they accidentally ripped off like this part, but I've kept it, never ripped it. We have Piccolo here. His antennas fell off, but yeah, Dragon Ball has been around for a really long time, and it means a whole lot to a whole lot of people, including me. And yeah, so we have two other characters here with Goku in Super Saiyan 4 mode. Used to have the tail, but then that broke. But yeah, I've been a fan of Dragon Ball my whole life, pretty much. So yeah, it means a whole lot to me. And I would get DVDs that only had like 4 episodes on them, but I enjoyed it so much. And I would, every day after school, I would watch Dragon Ball on the TV. And yeah, it's just so great. And I love it so much. Dragon Ball means a whole lot to me and a whole lot to a bunch of other people. And yeah, Dragon Ball is just really something special, and Akira Toriyama is really someone special. And his legacy will live on. So yeah, so we have one of the androids there. It's interesting how some villains turn good, and whatnot. Like Vegeta, for example, you know, he started off bad, but then he turned good. All right, I love the art style of Dragon Ball. It's so well drawn and so much fun to look at. We have Perfect Cell on the back. All right, and then we got Goku. He's on all these covers with the red background, which really pops. So, yeah. I love Gohan in the Cell Saga arc. Him and Goku teaming up to take on Cell. Then we have Volume 8. Fantastic artwork. I love it so much. We have Boo. And yeah, there's 26 volumes in total for Dragon Ball Z. And yeah, I can't wait to see more of Dragon Ball Super. I recently bought the Blu-rays for most of Dragon Ball Super. All right, so yeah, I own, you know, action figures for Dragon Ball, newer ones. They're fantastic. The artwork just really comes to life when you see it on the anime or a video game you play or an action figure. Being a Dragon Ball fan is definitely a great thing. And yeah, I've been a fan, like I said, ever since I was 4 or 5 years old, and I'll always be a Dragon Ball fan. And this is the final volume with the Boo Saga. I think it's really cool with the Spirit Bomb, how Goku gets all the energy from the people in the world and defeats Boo. So, yeah. We got some color pages. Very cool. And I definitely plan to collect more of Dragon Ball and make more animated videos with the characters, with the action figures and whatnot. But yeah, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Dragon Ball means a whole lot to me and a whole lot to a lot of other people. And yeah, I'm glad to own this series and have it in my collection and for it to be part of my life. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, peace out.